And even as Irma continues to strengthen in the Atlantic, Mississippi authorities say it's a wait-and-see game plan at this point. MEMA's executive director says the state is already as prepared as it can be. Thursday is when they expect to see a more realistic path for the storm, but wherever it goes, they expect it will be packing a devastating blow. But time now is 12:07. Let's check back in with meteorologist Joel Young as he's been tracking Hurricane Irma as well as two other tropical storms. Joel, what are we seeing?
Well, I'll tell you what, those pictures that we've seen, those satellite images are just addictive to look at. Let's take a look at a loop over the last several hours. This is Hurricane Irma out there causing major damage in the British Virgin Islands there. But look at that eye. I want to point something out. This eye is mesmerizing. Obviously, you look right into it. Look at how it almost looks like a bowl shape, like somebody took an ice cream scoop and scooped a little piece out from inside the hurricane. That is obviously the eye, and imagine if it was your job to fly into that eye to get data, life-saving data that comes back to us. Well, there's someone actually from Pontotoc, Mississippi, who does just that. His name is Will Simmons, and he is a hurricane hunter from Pontotoc who works now at Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, and they fly into these things. They fly into these things often, by the way. They do every single storm in the Atlantic and the Pacific. Will Simmons took these pictures from inside the eye wall, or inside the hurricane, during a full moon shining bright on that eye. It's really hard to really get a grasp of what you're looking at, but that's kind of the stadium effect. Imagine being in a football stadium looking up at the stands. Very similar effect there, and we really appreciate Will for allowing us to share those pictures. Absolutely amazing, especially considering it is the strongest hurricane in this part of the Atlantic Ocean ever recorded. Max sustained winds now at 185 miles per hour. It's now being picked up on radar by Puerto Rico's radar there. You can see how much heavy rainfall is falling over those islands and just off the coast of Puerto Rico. Still expected to be a Category 5 as it goes through the Bahamas. Expected to weaken some before landfall, but not long before landfall. So this is going to be a big deal for Florida and perhaps up the East Coast, maybe even the Eastern Gulf. We'll have a look at that coming up.